Hi, welcome to the Heart's Frontier. I'm Kate, and if this is the first time that you're joining us, then I just like to say welcome. I do different readings here. I talk about different healing tools, and if you are interested in continuing to follow along, just make sure that you're liking and subscribing so that you can stay tuned. And if you are returning, then welcome back. This is your weekly collective energy reading. I'm in a different environment, as you can tell, for Easter weekend, spending time with the family. So I have some of my cards with me, but not all of them. So I thought what I would do is pull some animals for the week, and I'm actually going to do this one as a pick a card. I just felt like doing a pick a card today, but we're going to try and keep them brief. So I'll show you the backs of these. So we have one, we've got two, we've got three, and we've got four. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just pick which one you feel drawn to. Okay. Awesome. We're going to start with pile number 1. And pile number 1 was Pig Spirit. So it says, use your mind wisely. This week, I'm already feeling like you're going to need a lot of focus. It feels like in order to get what you need done this week, you're going to need to focus. Yes, and so something that you've been working on for maybe a long time is now starting to come to completion. And I'm actually getting the feeling like you might have been doubting whether this this mark or this finality or completion is actually going to happen or was going to take place, and it is. You're getting the full moon card here. Could also be that this last full moon and the upcoming, this last one or the upcoming one could have really had an impact on you. And so I'm already feeling compelled to tell you to go and maybe do some research on moon cycles and how it affects your energy levels. Feels like your energy maybe has been a bit up and down also lately, which is maybe why it's feeling hard to trust that if you simply focus, you will see this new chapter through, to completion, or this, it really feels like you're coming to the end of a time in life, maybe the end of being afraid of something. It might be that you've been working on getting the courage towards something for a bit. It really feels as though this group has been like needing a lot of resources or needing to do a lot in order to make this thing happen. And so it's because of the amount of work that you've maybe lost sight of what you were in it for. Take that if it resonates. If that doesn't resonate with you, it's not meant for you. But you're also getting the card Vision Quest, okay? So Vision Quest and using your mind and coming to completion really feels like you might need even blinders on to anything that's outside of this one goal or one vision for you this week, or one focus. There's one focus for you this week that really needs to take, precedence. It needs to be the main thing that you're looking at. No room for distractions is what I'm hearing. No room for distractions. One more for pile 1, please. Okay, yes, transformation. So why is it that you need to be so focused, and why is it that, other things might need to fall away this week? It's because it's leading to this next, step of the phoenix. And really, so it feels like, you're just getting ready to sort of burn out everything else. And it says a fresh new way of living emerges. And it does feel like collectively, energetically, a lot of people have been focusing on identity moving forward. So this has been something that I've heard frequently from friends and also from clients, is it feels like there's a new identity or a new stepping up and into the self, or a returning to self. It feels like a lot of people are reclaiming parts of themselves, which, I mean, if you've been away from it for a while, will feel like a new identity. So if you are this week, knowing that you're needing to focus and get that energy towards this new identity of yourself, this new level, remind yourself that everything is a process. Okay. So I just am feeling like you might be getting caught up in your standards of what that evolved self looks like. And I mean, evolved really with the air quotes here. And so maybe just getting a little bit looser, a little more playful about how that can look, because there may be more expected of you when you get to that place, and there may be less. And you might not know, you might not have a great perception of what is really needed. You just kind of have a vague image of, I think I need to be this kind of person. But ultimately, you're the right kind of person to do exactly what you're meant to do in this lifetime. And there's no doubts about that. And there's no reason for us to sit or doubt it. So if you're meant to go forward and not be successful in something, it's because you're meant to be doing something else. So no matter how this one thing goes, it will be in your best divine order, so long as you feel like you're giving it your all. And so it feels like maybe in the past you've self-sabotaged, you've gotten close to reaching some sort of goal, and then kind of at the last second you've broken and gone, yeah, you know what, maybe I don't want this as much, or I think it's just not in the cards, or whatever the excuses that you've said. And so this is a time maybe to prove to yourself your own commitment to your dreams and to your heart, that maybe your mission, the deeper reason why you're here. And I'm also getting the feeling like not everybody knows that this is something you're working on. So by the end of this week, you might feel ready to share some of these things. So pile one, hopefully that helps you with where you're at least understanding where you're at so you can move forward. And if you are interested in booking a session with me to get in depth on what is currently going on with you and your journey personally and receive some spirit guidance, then feel free, you can reach out down below. I have some new ones like aromatherapy and a song and spirit session where I use my music and singing as well, and drums. So that's that, pile one. Hope you have a great week, and let me know if any of this did resonate. I love seeing comments. So take care. And now we're moving on to pile number two. Pile number two, Nightingale spirit. Love is all around. I'm really, really drawn to the music coming out here. And of course, like the Nightingale, it is all about song, but I'm definitely getting that you could be receiving spiritual messages through music this week, that you're going to feel really connected to music. And also that music might be, you might even find yourself catch what songs you're singing. Because if you're singing a certain song in your head, it might have some kind of meaning for you. Let's see what else for pile two. Vulnerability. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling like love is here, present in your life, or really, really close. It feels like there might be something that's budding. Like I'm getting like a lot of like early springtime kind of symbols in my mind. And this vulnerability card is feeling to me like if love is around and, there's music in the air, your duty to be a part of that is to continue opening yourself up to that love. And so vulnerability and meadow is a part of that. I'm also really, really drawn to the purple. So you might have been doing some third eye work, or you might have been getting a lot of dreams or impressions lately. And I'm very itchy all of a sudden. So that sometimes signals to me that you're very sensitive because you're sensitive to your environment. Like I'm just feeling now like my clothes feel really itchy, but I know they're not. So it might be that you've been experiencing that a little bit lately. And I'm hearing, so definitely if the dry skin or itchiness or sensitivity is feeling like you, this is also feeling like you're shedding your old skin. So this is a collective energy. Pile one kind of had something similar where you're stepping into a new identity right now and shedding out of old patterning and some old skin, old ways. And so this might be sort of having a hard time accepting love or accepting your own sense of vulnerability within any love connection that you have, whether it's family, friend, or lover, right? What else is going on here? Yeah, also pile two, I feel as though now is a safe time for you to open up, but that may not have been so in the past for you. Okay. Yeah, valiant courage. So take action with passion. I'm getting really reassured that this this situation, I'm getting that it's a connection, a personal connection, where you are perhaps feeling as though you need to be more vulnerable, or you are perhaps feeling vulnerable within it and wondering, am I safe to be so open here? Am I safe to have my feelings heard? Or is this, something that is going to feed and fuel me? And when I see this card, when I see courage and vulnerability together, that feels very strong to me. So it feels like you're gaining a new emotional strength, and that will be part of this new identity. This new identity you're stepping into, your emotions are actually going to feel different. And so that's what this time is needing courage for, because you're going to need to open yourself up to potentially a larger spectrum of emotion, which really helps because it helps you make sense of all the different things you experience. When you can have a vibrant expression of emotion, you can understand how different things are impacting you and then actually step back from that, which is really good. Really, really good. I'd like to pull one more here for you. I'm going to pull a Botanical Inspirations card, pile 2. I didn't do that for the first group, but okay. Getting the feeling too like some nature and earth time might be really beneficial for you, especially if you've been feeling sensitive to technology or to, like with your skin. Or I'm also definitely feeling sensitive in the lung area right now. Like if you feel kind of almost like itchy or caught. Yeah, that might be for someone because that really sort of sat in me there. And then you're getting Venus or Venice mallow. And the card says, delicate, fleeting beauty. When life is not coming up roses, look to the weeds and find the beauty hidden within them. Okay. So this love is all around, and things in the past maybe not being safe for you to open up or give your love to. It's feeling like this is a time where you're going to need to trust yourself. And I'm getting the sense that part of you is a little bit jaded or negative. So that's why it's this fleeting beauty. It's almost like you see something positive and you think you think anything positive is just temporary. But of course, that's not the case, right? Because there are positive things that are just innately so in the world. Think of some of the things that you feel are positive. Some of those things simply exist. They're not fleeting at all. And so this is just a reroute for your brain to not be judging and not be so confined by the timing of things. Timing feels like something that has really gotten you upset in the past. And so this could be a time for you to let go of that. Just be in the moment to share and be vulnerable. And that will help you grow, right? So it's like, well, why bother sharing? Because it's going to bring you into a place of harmony. And this card just fell out, harmony, music. And that's what just drew me to that, because really you're doing yourself a disservice and putting yourself in disharmony, or inviting disharmony by judging or assuming that goodness isn't meant for you or that it won't stay. You're actually asking for more chaos to sort of interrupt things. So it's a bit of a shift. And I know it might sound optimistic or it might sound naive, but there really are, umpteen different ways that you can think of anything. And at this point, you're being guided to look towards vulnerability as something that can provide you growth and strength and opportunity and new identity, rather than something that could potentially be unsafe. So that's a positive thing. And I hope that you're able to expand and receive whatever this situation is that it has to give you. And please, if this does resonate with you, I would love to know. So you can let me know in the comments or in a message to me. And if you are looking for a deeper reading, especially with this pile, it kind of felt more like a love situation. If you're looking for a love reading, I do those on my site, and I have the link down below. So thank you so much, pile 2. Hope you enjoy your week, and we'll see you soon. Pile 3. Mouse spirit. It's very cute. I'm really, really drawn to the eyes being very wide. I feel like your eyes are opening right now, or that you're taking in a lot more information. It says, tend to the small things. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Yeah, okay, already I'm getting the feeling like this group has been caught in almost like analysis paralysis, like overthinking or not taking action because you just didn't put the thought into it. And then later going, oh, I wish I'd thought of that. And that's just what I keep hearing. It's like, oh, I wish I'd thought of that. I wish I'd done that sooner. Sort of a place of regret is what I'm feeling this group has been in recently. So, what do you need to see? Yeah. New beginnings, emerging, and blessings. Okay. You are getting a lot of really positive things here. We have rainbow, which has been coming up a lot in the collective lately. Then we have dragonfly, so emerging, and dragonfly being a symbol of transformation. This is really, it's almost like you've been keeping yourself held back because you knew that if you were to take a step forward, it would almost feel like a leap because so much was ready for you. It's funny, you're almost just denying that you're ready to move on from whatever this chapter is. And I'm not sure what's holding you. It feels like some external force is holding you there. Like someone really wants you there around, where you're current. It feels almost like this group needs to move on or move. I'm definitely getting this feeling of and I keep seeing the mouse like scurrying to new spots and setting up a new place there. Yeah. And then we have new beginnings, which is dawn. So really, really lovely energy because first I got that you're just trying to like take in a lot. So maybe there's some opportunities knocking at your door right now. And your guidance is to not get too consumed by actually the magnificence. That's what it feels like. You're the magnificence of rainbows and blessings and these new dawn and all this positive change, right? And opportunity coming around could almost make you starry-eyed and a little bit ungrounded. And so mouse spirit is coming in to say, make sure you clean the corners and make sure you cross your T's, dot your I's, and scurry around to get what you need set up in place to accept the magnificence of this new chapter. And for a lot of people so far, both piles before this have been stepping into a new identity and a new chapter. There is a lot that has to do with the self and how we're seeing ourselves in the world right now. So by just focusing on the little things, you might not feel so bogged down by the entirety of you, because you as a being in general are quite expansive, and it's hard to box you up and put you in, with labels. So how about you don't bother and just tend to today and what is going on in your current moment, and that will, be able to expand much more out. It'll be able to multiply and increase. Also getting hyacinth, playfulness. So this is not a time to take it super seriously. There are times where I say you definitely need discipline and you need focus and you need to put commitment in or devotion, right? This feels more like you're meant to enjoy this, right? So don't get so bogged down by what's in the future. Focus on little things in the here and now, and also simple joys. So not only is it tending to small things in your life, but also simple joys. So taking in, what seems like small moments or small things. One more for pile 3. Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. So if you have felt like you're just not sure if you can trust this, and this is the overarching theme, you're just not sure if you can trust this opportunity or this good thing that is just arriving for you. And so you're getting told to believe in magic. I'm also, I don't know if, I don't think that this is what this is drawing to, because this looks like quite a big flower. But right now in Ontario, where I currently am, snowdrops have been popping up everywhere. So snowdrops are a little flower and have the little, it looks like a little white bell or drop or something. And you might be drawn to that flower. I'm getting like a real direct connection between snowdrops and you, which is funny because hyacinth also showed up, so you might feel drawn to that. But snowdrop flower essence as well, you might want to look into. The flower essence might be something, even if you don't end up buying the flower essence itself, whatever the purpose is for that snowdrop flower essence, you might find yourself drawn to. So look that up. Okay, one more card for this group, please. One more card. Okay. Okay, submerged. So this is iceberg. If you have been listening to this and you don't know what I'm talking about as far as good opportunity or good thing in your life, if you're like actually not really sure or that feels a bit vague, this part of the message is for you. So if you're feeling like you don't really know how to see all of, okay, this is going to relate to all people who listen to this reading actually. So when you look at the iceberg and you know that, a good part of that, they say 80% or something is underneath the water and underneath the surface. So when you look at the iceberg, you go, that's massive, but you don't even know how big that actually goes or how deep it goes. Same thing with this situation, okay? So you don't really know how deep this is going to go. Whatever this opportunity or new change is, it's like an iceberg. You're looking just at the top of it right now. So try to imagine how much more it could be. So if it's good right now, how much more good is underneath the surface? If it is feeling confusing, how much more information is hiding under the surface? So can you be patient to let that iceberg reveal itself to you? And the only way that you're going to be able to do that is not by trying to get underneath the water and like really measure and see how, but really letting things happen and just taking care of what you need to take care of right now, tending to those small things and appreciating the simple joys until you get to that place. So that is your reading, pile 3. I'm also feeling really drawn to rose quartz. So the items for this pile were snowdrop flower essence and rose quartz. So if that relates to you, then there you go. Thank you so much for being with me here. And if you would like to book a reading, you can do so down below. I have different links posted. There's aromatherapy, there's my journeying, the shamanic journeying, there's cards like this kind of style that I do on the YouTube. And there's even a singing session. There's some different things going on there. So I'd love if you could take a look if it interests you at all. I love working with people. And I'm back off of my vacation a week from now. So I'll be looking forward to getting back to readings. Thank you so much, pile 3. Hope you have a lovely week and we will see you soon. Okay, finally, we are at pile number 4. Pile 4, dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Okay. I'm getting a lot of happy energy, but very connected. It feels like friendships are going to be very important to you this week. Reflection. Yeah, I see you actually going in and taking stock of the current connections in your life. I actually just, when I saw the dog spirit first, I saw someone writing letters out. They were like writing letters out to people that they cared about and like the impact that they've had on them. So that might be something that you do this week. You might write letters to people who you care about. Okay, you're also getting focus crystals, which has been a sort of overarching theme, is focusing on just what you need to right now and accepting more good in to create a new identity. There is this new identity bubbling under the surface for a lot of people right now. So you might be feeling a bit of that as well. You're being guided to both take stillness, so you're getting lake, and also celebrate. I'm really getting the sense that this group does not need to take on anything new this week. So if you're getting new, I would just say no. It's the only group, all the other 3, I'm saying accept the good, accept the new. This one feels like there's going to be some new that comes in that's actually distracting. It actually feels like you had your sort of new chapter or new idea or new set of priorities already recently get established. So if some new stuff comes in your way, you're gonna want to discern and say, this is not for me because I just figured out what is for me. So this is old stuff coming in, almost like being tested. So you're being told to be loyal to what you love, also like be loyal to what you love doing, right? How loyal are you to yourself? That is the only loyalty that you need in this lifetime. I truly believe that if you are loyal to yourself and that if you do good things, that loyalty will naturally meet you. You won't need to expect that of external forces. Expect loyalty of yourself to yourself this week and see how that might shift how other people treat you in your life. Wow. and stay focused. This is like another, so hold the course. This is exactly the same energy. So be loyal to what you love, hold course to the things that you know, that you already know and feel you're meant to do, or you're ready to do, or that you want to do, and also how you want to feel. Okay, so I'm getting I'm getting that some people are apt to letting others disrupt or interrupt their peace, and this is a week where you are getting to practice keeping and maintaining your own sense of personal peace. And be like careful of my wording. And then tulip. So yeah, friendships are going to be really important for you this week. I think you're going to be doing some reflecting on friendships and what they mean for you, the value that they have in your life, and potentially, right, where there are friendships that don't suit or match where you're currently at, maybe making arrangements to do what you need to do to curate that connection. It may be communicating with someone to let them know how you feel. It might also be choosing to communicate with yourself more. So this be loyal to you is really feeling strong this week. And the people who are connected to us and who really fill us with joy, make us happy, just by being who they are, they don't make you happy, but just you are happy when you're around them. These are people that I would say are connected to you on a soul level, and they belong in your life. And, they deserve your love just as much as you deserve theirs. So it may be also that this week you're able to see more clearly which people you could Marie Kondo your friendships, right? Which things spark joy, which connections are currently sparking joy. And there are times where a connection is meant for you to teach you something and it may not spark joy. And that might be because it's really important for you to go through and understand. But I have a feeling you know which things are like that and which things are not at this point. And you might be indulging in some connections that, they're not serving you. And if the friendship isn't serving you, then it's also not serving the other person, because that person also deserves true connection and friendship. So if that helps you release or, maybe bring people closer to you this week as well, it doesn't need to just be about letting go of friends. It's also about, who are you making room for and who comes into your heart and into your life when you're loyal to yourself in that way. Mm-hmm. So pile 4, take a look at your friends and close connections this week, and yeah, try to embrace the good, embrace the good. So that's you. And if you do want to do a personal reading one-on-one, all of my services are bookable down below. I will have a Sunday Soul Circle again soon, and I will announce that as soon as I have it chosen. I'm going to have a few more events April, May, and I'll make some announcements, so you can all stay tuned. So thank you so much for watching. It's so lovely to have you here, lovely to be here on YouTube. And if you've been watching, make sure that you've already liked. Send me a comment if you resonated with this at all. I'd love to know. And take care.